So basically, today we are going to be making a mix breakdown. And my name is Dua. I'm a music producer, a sound engineer based in Lagos. So today I'm going to be making a mix breakdown, as I said earlier, for this particular song. It's titled Bonale. It's out on all streaming platforms now. Produced, mixed, and mastered by me. And song also performed by me and written by me. Yeah, Dua Bonale. Please go stream and help the boy grow. For today, I'm just going to be making a beat, the mix breakdown. Probably another time, I'm going to do the beats breakdown for this particular song. So it's not really much because when I was producing the beat, I was writing the song, so I had an idea on how the song is going to look like. So basically, when before you start mixing a song, there's always an idea of how you want the song to look like. So that idea is what you impute when you are recording. The premix, and from there you have an idea of how you want it to sound. So for this, I wanted it very simple, and if you could see, I just have a lead vocal, the backup, and the stack up backups that I have here, which was done from just one vocal. You understand? So, without not talking too much, let's jump into the mix and let's go. So, I'm going to mute the beat. This is the beat. So let's start with the lead vocal, basically. So let's start with the lead vocal. So for this, we have this particular. So let me play it from here. Sorry, I play from here. So we have
Hold on me
this.
tight, no go for your hand. 24/7, ring my cellular. Rest assured, you dey my medulla. Baby, rest assured, you dey my medulla. Yeah, yeah. Fight like a Taliban.
So basically, so let's run through the effects that I use. So I have this effect. So I run it through two channels. This channel, and it passed through this center the lead vocal to this channel, then this channel to this particular channel we have here. So from this channel, let me mute all the effects so we could start from the beginning. We'll start from the beginning for this. So from the beginning, the first thing you have to do in mixing is that you have to do some balancing. But for this balancing, I actually did it before exporting the stems, before exporting the stems here. So you can see that they are just moderate, just the way the vocal is basically. You understand? So this is the vocal.
For your case, I no go cool it down. Ride or die, steady hold it down. Night and day, I steady hold it down. My girl.
You see, the vocal is clean, which is the first process of mixing a good song. The vocal has to be clean, very clean. Like that's why it's necessary when you are recording, record proper. When you record properly, the process in mixing will be easy. Mixing is garbage in and garbage out. So what you give, that's what you get back. So the first one was an auto tune, which is the first thing to kind of make it sit well. For this auto tune, I'm using this particular old plugin. Everyone knows this. You understand? So
My lover, I know fit to leave. You're always on my
the
radar.
humanizer is at 50%. Return speed.
Lover,
You
your
have
love
it
make
here.
me sober.
These
Fire
are
no
the
go
only
slow
two knobs I use.
down.
Then the key is on D.
Lover, I know
And
fit
it's
to
a
leave.
major
You're always on
key.
my
You
radar,
understand?
baby. My lover, your love make me sober. Fire
So
no
after
go slow.
that, the next thing I did was had a destructive EQ. Basically, a destructive EQ is meant to remove unnecessary what is it called? Unnecessary resonance in a frequency. So if I pitch this up, let me play it so that you could listen. So basically, sorry, let me get this so that we don't have to switch off. Okay, so we'll start with this. Let me play it.
Order me tight, no go for your hand.
So if I take this
24/7, ring my
particular,
cellular. Rest assured, you dey my
you
medulla.
could hear how it
Baby, rest
sounds.
assured, you dey my medulla. Yeah, yeah. Fight like a Taliban. For your case, I no go cool it
So
down.
basically,
Ride or die,
what
steady
this
hold it
do
down.
is to
Night
cut
and
those
day, I
resonance
steady
out,
hold it
and
down.
it's always
My
good to make
girl,
it
my
a
lover, I
dynamic
know fit to
cut.
leave. You're always on
So
my
it only
radar.
cuts when that frequency is extremely harsh. You
Lover, your
understand?
love make me so
So that's what it
older.
does. So basically, I added that. Then the next thing I added this my crazy what's it called? Crazy compressor. So this compressor is one of my go-to compressor. You understand? When I want something very sharp and very bright, it has like it does two job. Compress, try to bring out the sounds, the lower sound. Basically, compressor is to make give it reduce the dynamic flow in the song. So take the higher side, take the lower side to meet up with the higher pitch side of the sound. So probably when someone is talking, some parts were low, some parts were loud. So try to balance it up. That's what compressors does. So I use a gentle compressor and I added hair to it to give it that vibrant human
Me
feeling.
tight, no go
So
for your hand. 24/7, ring my cellular.
you can see the difference. Let's play without it.
Rest assured, you dey my
With
medulla.
it,
Baby, rest assured, you dey my
you see the
medulla.
difference.
Yeah, yeah. Fight like a
Then
Taliban. For
the
your
next
case,
thing
I
that
no
was added basically was an EQ. This EQ basically was to so
go
let's
cool it
listen.
down. Ride or die, steady hold it down. Night and day, I
You
steady
can
hold
hear
it down. My
with it,
girl, my
makes
lover,
it
I know
bright.
fit to leave. You're always on my
I
radar.
boosted this
Lover,
2K
your love make
to
me so
10K a little
older
bit
me tight, no
higher
go for your
and
hand.
remove all the low hands.
24/7, ring my
So up
cellular.
to
Rest assured, you dey my
10K.
medulla.
Basically,
Baby,
it's a low
rest
cut.
assured, you dey my
Then
medulla.
after that, I
Yeah,
added
yeah. Fight
another
like a
compressor to
Taliban.
balance it again.
For your case, I no go cool it down. Ride or die, I steady hold it down. Night and day, I steady hold it down. My girl, my lover, I know fit to leave. You're always on my radar. My
So I added
medulla,
this
baby,
particular
rest assured, you dey my
Fruity
medulla.
compressor.
Yeah, yeah. Fight
You
like a
understand? To kind of balance it off. Then after that, I added Maximo to it. Good. So for Maximo, it's very quite simple. It's to split the frequency of the sound into three places. Now, into these three places, you have a low end, you have a mid range, and you have a high end. And you can see from the frequency distribution. So you can see from the frequency distribution that you have a low end and a high end and a mid range. Now the mid range, I boosted it a little bit, and the low end just dropped it down a little bit, and the high end dropped it down a little bit to reduce sibilance and all that. So after that, I added this particular my favorite analog EQ that I have, which is this. Basically boosted the high end. Let me play.
older me tight, no go for your hand. 24/7, ring my cellular. Rest assured, you dey my medulla.
To
Baby,
give it a
rest
little,
assured, you
to
dey
make
my
it a little bit
medulla.
bright.
Yeah, yeah. Fight like a Taliban. For your case, I no go cool.
Good. Then the next thing I did was a D, uh, DSR. That was the next thing I actually added to the stuff. So basically, because mixing the lead vocal was the main work here, to make it present, to make it focus, so that you could actually hear what's going on. So I added a DSR, and let's play with it so that you could see what the DSR. This part, far filter DSR makes it you see what's actually going on.
Down.
So
Ride or die, steady hold it down.
you
Night
could
and
see
day,
these
I
are all
steady
the
hold it down.
high
My
sounds
girl,
that
my
you hear.
lover, I know fit to leave. You're
This
always
is
on
what
my
is cutting
radar.
out this particular part. And that was it. Then the next thing I added was glue. This is meant to kind of make the vocal, all the elements, basically all the plugins you have imputed since, to make it tight and make the vocal very, very present. That's what it does. And let me
Lover,
play
your
with
love make
it.
me so older me tight, no go for your hand.
Let me mute
24/7,
it
ring my cellular.
with
Rest
it.
assured, you dey my medulla. Baby, rest assured, you dey my medulla. Yeah, yeah.
Good. Then I added one last compressor to it.
Fight like a Taliban.
Now you
For
see
your
the
case, I no
difference.
go cool it down.
You
Ride or
see this
die, steady hold it
drawer
down. Night and day, I
drummer
steady hold it down.
compressor that I
My
added to
girl,
it.
my lover, I know fit to
It's one
leave
of
you
my go-to
always on my
compressor, and I use
radar.
clarity for this.
Lover, your love me.
So after that, basically, I sent this um, to another channel. So for this channel, it was just a smoothing up effect that I added to it. So this is a chorus effect
Make me so
to.
older me tight, no go for your
It's a
hand.
Fruity
24/7, ring my cellular. Rest
Fruity stock
assured, you dey my
plugin
medulla. Baby, rest assured, you dey my medulla. Yeah, yeah.
bass.
Fight like a Taliban.
You can
For
see the
your case,
difference.
I no go cool
Then
it
I
down.
added
Ride or
fresh
die,
hair to
steady
it.
hold it down. Night and day, I steady hold it down. My girl, my lover, I know fit to leave you always on my radar.
Then a little bit delay.
Lover, your love make me so. Older me tight, no go for your hand. 24/7, ring my cellular. Rest assured, you dey my
Basically Fruity
medulla.
delay.
Baby, rest assured, you dey my medulla. Yeah, yeah. Fight like a Taliban.
So basically, that was what I actually added on the whole process of mixing the vocal. You can see I've not added a reverb because for the reverb, I wanted to sidechain it to another channel. You understand? I wanted to mix the reverb separately, which is the best way to get good reverb in whatever mix you want to mix. You understand? So I sent this particular channel to a reverb. Now let's play with the reverb. So this is the reverb channel. What you have here, it's basically the Fruity reverb that I'm using. Then I EQ'd it to remove the low ends. Then I added a limiter to kind of dock it with the vocal itself. So let's play with it so you see the difference.
For your case, I no go cool it down. Ride or die, steady hold it down. Night and day, I steady hold it down. My girl, my lover, I know fit to leave you always on my
Let's play
radar.
with the beats.
Lover, your love make me so. Older me tight, no go for your hand. 24/7, ring my cellular.
You can
Rest
see the
assured, you dey
difference.
my medulla.
Let me mute it.
Baby, rest assured, you dey my medulla. Yeah, yeah. Fight like a Taliban. For your case, I no go cool
Now
it
with the
down.
vocal mixed.
Ride or die, steady hold it down.
Now with the reverb.
Night and day, I steady hold it down. My girl, my lover, I know fit to leave you always on my radar. Lover, your love make me so. Older me tight.
So that's for the lead vocals. Now let's move on to the next one, which was the backups. The backups basically are very, very precious to me. So I spend most of my time working on backups. For this song, particularly, I really did not do a lot of backups on it. It was a very, very simple backup that I did. I did just one take backup. Then, let me take you back to. So for this song, I have this backup that goes starting to the ending, basically. You understand? This particular backup that you have here, it goes beginning to the end. It goes beginning to the end. Then these particular ones. So let me play. Let me play them. Let me switch off this. So let me even switch off the lead vocals so that you could hear them. So for this backup, you have this. Let's start with this backup, particular backup. So you have this. Good. So let me play. So for this particular backup, what I did is it's actually just one vocal. So let me actually play the original vocal. Let me see. Is it this one? Let's see. So this was actually the vocal. So what I did was I took it to ADSyn, which is one of those things I'm going to be dropping soon to know how to do. I pitch bend it to get this. This particular one. Let's see. This should be it. Let me see. So I pitched bend it to get this. Then I made a copy of this to this. Then what I did here was simple. I kind of pitched it. So what I did here was very simple. I kind of pitched it to down. So see what happened. Let me load it up. Let me play. Now the three together, you have something like this. So for the effects, I threw them to this jack, and it's just normal, a pitcher, an EQ, a chorus effect, a compressor, a pancake to pan it, a reverb, and a de-esser. That's just basically what I use for the whole of this. So you have this. Then for the, I did another extra backup, which was this.
Don't fit to leave your side.
So basically, I love backups a lot. So let me play it with the lead vocal so you could hear what I'm talking about. So let me play. So if I play, listen.
Your love make me so bad, fire no go slow down. Lover, I know fit to live, you're always on my radar, baby. My lover, your love make me so bad, fire no go slow down. Yeah, yeah.
So basically, that's just her. And let me play it with the beats.
On my radar, Lover, your love make me so bad, fire no go slow down. Lover, I know fit to live, you're always on my radar, baby. My lover, your love make me so bad, fire no go slow down.
So basically, that was I mixed the song. I think the last thing I actually added on this was just one last element, which is let me scroll down so that I could show you guys this, and it's the same process that I did. I made a vocal and use editing to pitch bend it, which is one of these things I said I'm going to be teaching, dropping very soon on how to do it. So so let me play this section of the song, this one. Yeah, this part. So let's play it. I pitched it again. So basically, that's it. And I also use that in the beginning of the song, which is, yeah. So you have it here. So let me play it. For this part, I reduce the volume. And that's basically everything I did for this song. Nothing much.
With every minute, every second that I leave, I wanna spend with you. And every word and every reading in the song, I dedicate to you. My girl, my lover, I know fit to leave, you're always on my radar. Lover, your love make me so bad, fire no go slow down. Lover, I know fit to leave, you're always on my radar, baby. My lover, your love make me so bad, fire no go slow down.
So basically, that was how I mixed the song. That will be all for today. Next time I'm going to be making, depending on what you guys want, you can drop a comment on what you want me to do. If you want me to make a beat breakdown for this particular beat that I use for hits, probably I'll be doing that the next time. Have a nice day and please subscribe and follow.